It's just that like I just don't know if spraying with hipfire is accurate or not. Like when I aim down sights, it feels very accurate. But when I'm not using aim down sights, it does feel a little bit confusing. Like
I was gonna use the bruh meme here, but like I don't even think that'll do it justice. I want to be triggered, but I'm honestly just more impressed at the sheer stupidity. Hey guys, Nightfall here, and Ubisoft is really out here still sponsoring people that I swear have never touched an FPS game in their life. Now, to be fair, I'm not sure if this was all an act or if he's just a character for the content, but after that comment that he made about 5 minutes in, there was zero chance I was finishing watching that video. It just, oh, I swear Ubisoft just sees high subscriber count or follower count and just throws a boatload of money at him and says, here, play our game. Like, do we even check the content? Are they even an FPS player? Because this guy looks like he's never played an FPS. Like, what are you, obviously aiming down sights is more accurate than hip firing. That's every game ever. What? Anyway, that was just my trigger moment of the day, but there's actually something else I want to discuss with you today in the video. Has this ever happened to you? Of course it has. We've all run to the bathroom right as we queue up because we think, hey, normally our game takes about 2 to 3 minutes to find a match, vote on the map, load in, get stuck on the loading screen for 30 seconds, choose our faction and weapon loadout for 30 more seconds, and then we load into the game, and then we have a decent amount of time before we can come back, before we get kicked for inactivity. But somehow, the second you walk away, I don't know how it knows, but it knows. And it just immediately tosses you into an ongoing game and boom, kicked for inactivity. Well, this has happened to probably just about everyone that plays most games that have this kind of feature, except for people like this. This is a clip that someone sent me and I'm glad they did because I've always seen players like this where they just sit and spawn and do absolutely nothing and never get kicked at all. And I just never have the patience to sit there and watch and see what they're doing, because I want to actually play the damn game. I've had an idea of what they've been doing. They either just sit there and do a small movement, or as you can see from the clip, in this guy's case, throws down a spider bot every so often to avoid being kicked for inactivity. So how did they do this? Well, if you're innocent and your mind's not corrupted by the internet, you would probably think that they're just sitting there moving their control stick every now and again or pressing a button and just not really playing the game, and probably have it up on some other monitor and they're doing something else on their other monitor and they're just milking time in the game and levels, blah, 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 blah. But if you know better, what's probably happening is they have a Cronus and it has a script program to press a certain button every so often, thus never actually being kicked for inactivity because they're never really inactive. Now, I feel like I shouldn't need to go into detail on why this is a bannable offense and why people like this need to be reported, but I also feel like there's people out there, just like with smurfing, who are going to say, oh, I'm just seeing how high of a level I can get, or it's not hurting anyone. It's not like I'm cheating. Well, let's look at the obvious. You're instantly making that game a 5v6 by doing this, which in a lot of game modes, especially escort, means unless the other team is just playing with their feet, you're probably not going to win that match if this guy is on your team. So you're impacting the outcome of a game and ruining other players' experience in the game. Now, I've used that term, ruining other players' experience, many times when describing Smurfs, but it's true. You load into a game, you expect a full team of 6 to participate and try to win the game, and when you have people like this, it ruins your experience. And that, my friends, is not okay. The less obvious thing is leaderboards. While we don't have in-game leaderboards right now, we do have leaderboards on third-party websites. And some people like myself enjoy checking tracker.gg for leaderboards in different categories to see if we can get the #1 spot, because we just don't have it cut out for ranked. So people like this are impacting playtime overall leaderboards, player level leaderboards, longest life leaderboards, games played leaderboard, game modes played leaderboard, faction time played leaderboards, and who knows what else. All without even risking their kill death ratio, because in a game mode like Zone Control and Escort, you're protected in spawn and nobody can kill you. And now I'm starting to wonder if this guy that stole my #1 Highwayman spot is doing the same thing, because he's making insane jumps in playtime all the time, always staying about 10 to 20 hours ahead of me now. And the number 3 guy, well, I just checked yesterday, and 3rd place was the person currently that's now in 4th place. And he's more than 24 hours behind me. And yet somehow, this guy that's now in 3rd place magically jumped up way more than 24 hours in less than 24 hours. Very interesting. Are people really out here plotting to take number 1 spots out of spite by cheating? Y'all just can't let anybody have anything anymore. But regardless, these types of players are just a waste of space, and at least the fucking Smurfs contributed to winning a game if they were on your team. People like this, I would venture to say, are even lower on the scum totem pole than Smurfs. But that's just the way things are. Easy access to these tools that are basically undetectable. We have all these different cheat programs that are undetectable, and even things you can plug directly into your console and PC that trick it into thinking it's just a controller. It's crazy. Gone are the days of saying, I play on consoles so I can't be cheating. There are actually probably more cheaters on consoles these days, and I hate to say it because I've been an Xbox player for over 20 years. I've watched these slow decay over years eat at people, including people I play with. In fact, someone I met playing Rainbow Six Siege years ago, who I consider a friend, said just last night he doesn't know if he feels the same for gaming anymore. And while I have yet to figure out if he's just big trolling the hell out of us, I'd believe it if he wasn't. I've seen it happen over the years. He went from being a very good competitive FPS player to being absolutely shit on every single time, no matter what rank we played in, because of people playing on mouse and keyboard on console in Rainbow Six Siege, people using Cronus with no recoil and abusing aim assist on Apex, and so much more. It got so bad, bro resorted to playing Madden and The Sims. All of these types of players are just scummy, low down, no life losers, Cronus users, blatant cheaters, all of them. And my message to all of you, the cheaters, if you're cheating in any way in any game or exploiting something to get ahead, I hope you get what's coming to you. But that's all I have to say on that. Just sad we can't even have respectable leaderboards anymore. And I don't normally do this, but I want to plug the member portion of my channel. It is only 99 cents a month to join, and I have some really good ideas for members only content. In fact, I'm hoping to have my first members only video come out this weekend, and one of the other ideas I had, I'm going to need your help for. I want one of you guys to submit an entire round of XDefiant. Doesn't matter what game mode it is. And then basically what I'll do is I'll watch it and leave live commentary on it, react to it, and just kind of explain my thought process, things I thought that you did well, things that I personally would have done differently. And the goal with those is to just provide some more content for you guys on how I view the game and how I play it, and maybe even learn a few things from you guys, or you guys learn a few things from me. Either way, I think it'll be interesting, but I'll be live at some point tonight. I was planning around 5 p.m. Eastern time, but it may end up being a little later than that. But it should be a tech issue filled stream, as it's my first dual PC setup stream, so come swing by either on Twitch or YouTube. I'll leave the link for my Twitch down in the description. Come join in for some games, and if I don't see you in the live stream tonight, I'll catch you in the next one. All right, so I don't think they're Smurfs, but I never got an answer from them. So who are you guys? Are you new players? If you see this video, let me know.